Welcome back, everyone. This is Geronitis bringing you Feed the Beast 1710. Today we are starting on episode 6, and today we are going to continue along the line of Botania. We're going to go ahead and get some more things that are going to be useful, and I forgot to sleep through the night before I started the episode, but that's okay. In between episodes, I did a couple of little things, and I'll show them to you real quick. First off, I did a little more enchanting. And the couple of the enchantments came out okay. A couple of them were not so great. My axe got Silk Touch on it, and Silk Touch, can be useful, so I'm keeping it. Obviously. The Mana Steel Shovel got Efficiency 3, Unbreaking 3, and Fortune 2. Fortune 2 is pretty much only going to be useful on clay. It'll be useful on clay. And of course, you saw the other stuff. The helmet got Fire Protection 4, Unbreaking 3, and Respiration 3, so that's kind of nice. I would have preferred that would have just been, Protection 4, and maybe I'll, disenchant, reenchant, mess with that a little bit later. Protection 4 and Thorns 2 on the chest plate, which is nice. Which, the chest plate, I really wanted it to be something good because that's where most of your damage goes. So Protection 4 is excellent there. Unbreaking on that would be awesome to add, but we'll get into that later. The boots, I was really disappointed with Fire Protection 3. And the leggings, well, the leggings are going to be Fire Protection 4 Unbreaking. Well, I guess technically speaking, it'll be useful since we are going to be going to the Nether at some point. But before we do that, we have a couple of other things we want to make. Let's get into the Lexica Botania. Okay. First thing we are going to want to get is the Rod of the Skies. Okay. The Rod of the Skies is a magical instrument with the ability to propel one in the air at a fast velocity for the cost of some mana. It basically makes it so you can fly. And yeah, I'm all for that. Okay, so we need a feather, a living wood twig, which you already know how to make, and a rune of the air. And the rune of the air is actually not too difficult at all. It's going to require 3 mana steel ingot, a piece of string, a feather, and a piece of any color carpet. So let's see. In the mob drop section, we should be able to grab, I think it's 2 pieces of wool to make carpet. Yes, there's the carpet. Let's see. Mob drops. Do I have feathers? I do. We're going to need string as well. Feather, string, carpet, and 3 mana steel. Now, do I keep the mana steel in the Titania chest? No, I don't. I keep it in the ores and ingots chest. There we go. Sweet. Wait a minute. That's not what I need. That's shiny. Okay, so we're going to need 3 more of these. So let's see if we can't get this working. I've not used this before. I think I know how it works, but we're going to make this and see how it turns out. Alrighty, we're also going to need from storage. As you can see, by the way, I did make an extra set of Mana Steel boots because I'm going to redo that because I was very disappointed. So you don't need that or that in here for now. Let's put that there, that, and that. No, that. Alright, and as we've done before, we right-click these onto here. 3 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those, and 1 of those. And we should be able to shift right click. Awesome. And it's starting to draw mana. And as you can see, this is going to take quite a bit of mana. I hope I have enough. I should have enough. If I don't have enough, I'll just draw it out of my band of mana. I actually filled my band of mana up off of the pool earlier, so that's good. Okay, that's going to be fine. We're going to need the piece of living rock because I always forget about that. Eventually, I'm just going to move this Botania chest out there because it's actually just a smarter thing to do. But we'll get to that in a minute. By the way, no, I saw the lightning and I was like, side note to... Good, stay. Go. Hooray. Okay, side note to behold, by the way, you might notice that my band of mana is here in my inventory instead of in my Baubles menu. I'm keeping the Ring of Magnetization on here for the moment, or I was earlier. The mana will be drawn out of the band of mana and be used as normal, even though it's not actually in the Baubles inventory. Okay, I'm actually kind of curious as to whether it will actually charge while here, or if it has to be in my Baubles inventory to charge. We're at 311 right now, so we'll just make it a point not to do anything that's going to cost mana from a personal level and see if it goes up. It should go up a little bit. 311. Everyone remember 311. When I ask later, I want you to be able to tell me 311. All right, so anyway, we're going to need the twig. And we're going to need the Lexicotania. 311. And yeah, a feather, the air rune, and the living twig. So we're going to need one more feather from the mob drops. Which, by the way, you might notice I have a lot of mob drops. When you stand there and just beat the crap out of monsters, as long as I beat the crap out of monsters, yeah, you get a lot of stuff. I'm actually kind of impressed. I didn't expect to get so many heads. I don't have any kind of beheading or looting on, so I've gotten quite a lot of heads. But, 62 zombie heads versus how many stacks of zombie flesh? Yeah, it's actually not that high of a drop rate, but still. 310. Uh-oh, it's going down, and I didn't do anything to use it. Mayhaps it has to maintain in your inventory, or it slightly decreases. That's fine. I'm not worried about it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this thing made. The Rod of the Skies, Botania. Awesome. All right, so let's put the other runes away. We will use all the different kinds of runes over time. Trust me, there's if you go into Botania deeply enough, you will get tired of making runes. You just will. Miscellaneous stuff. By the way, one other thing I want to do real quick while I have a brain. In case you're wondering, by the way, if you hold shift and left click on a barrel, it gives you one of any item that's in it. And if you left click normally, without holding shift or anything, it gives you a stack of it. I don't think I said that when I actually made the barrels the other day. I kind of forgot. Small things that you tend to forget. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and make one thing real quick because I need it. With a chest, some smooth stone. I'm making 2 of these just because I'm going to need to. And some cobblestone. We can make a trash can. Okay? Along the trash can, we're going to place this right here for now. The trash can is used to get rid of stuff that you don't really care to have. Okay? It basically deletes anything you drop into it out of the world. Okay? So I don't need these golden boots, this leather cap, or that. I've been just throwing these items off into nothing and letting them despawn. After 5 minutes, any item entity in the world will despawn. So I've been just letting them do that. This is a little bit more direct, so we just shift click them in here, and it will delete them, or you can just click and drop them in there. Keep in mind, if you are shift clicking to get rid of them, if you accidentally shift click something that you don't want gone, like if I were to accidentally shift click this golden bag of holding, it's gone forever and ever. You will never ever get it back. There's no way to recover it, so be very careful when it comes to doing that. Now, excuse me. That being said, I also changed up the mob farm. Here we have the Jaded Ladder. The Jaded Ladder, let's see. The Jaded Ladder is actually just a ladder and a trapdoor when you put them together, and it basically just makes a trapdoor that you can climb on. The normal trapdoors you can't climb like ladders. So if you're going to do any kind of trapdoor and ladder work, I definitely recommend using the Jaded Ladder instead of the normal trapdoor because, it's better. Okay? Secondary, as you might notice, what in the world? Hi. Where did you come from? Get back here. Chicken jockey. Yeah, that's right. How did you get into my mob spawn hole? That's what I want to know. Anyway, as you can see, I altered this a little bit. I was standing here killing monsters, and I kind of got attacked by monsters from it turning nighttime when I wasn't paying attention. So I built this nice hole with this nice hatch that I can close, and this nice little hole for these guys to fall into. I guess the baby zombies can get out through a half slab. I didn't think that was possible. Anyway, you might notice that now I have both zombies, skeletons, and witches. I went over to the town before. If you remember in episode 1, the one village has a witch's stone circle in it, and the witch's stone circles have witch spawners in them. So I went over there with my diamond dolly, grabbed the witch spawner, and brought it over here because, witch spawner. The witches can drop all kinds of interesting stuff. Uh, Now, that being said, the witches can also drop a bunch of useless stuff, like sticks. You know, if you kill a lot of these witches, you don't need extra sticks. The witch's hand, you should only ever need one, maybe two of those. I've got plenty of them. Zombie flesh I don't need, which, by the way, this is what actually prompted me to make the trash can, because there's a bunch of stuff here that I just don't need. I would say... Stop glitching, scaring the crap out of me. I would say to delete this bow, because I don't really need it, but it is an enchanted item, and an enchanted item has its uses. So always keep that in mind. Keep anything enchanted, because you can make use of it later on down the line. The witches can drop redstone, they can drop glowstone, they can drop potions, various potions, depending on their, you know, if they take damage, like if I were to hit a witch, okay, now she's going to heal herself. So if all these other monsters weren't in the way, you'd see that the witch pulls out a potion, okay? If you kill the witch while she's holding a potion, there is a chance that she will drop the potion that she is holding, okay? Witches can drop potions of healing, potions of poison, potions of instant damage. I know those three can be dropped. I'm not sure of the others. I know that there are others, but I can't say exactly what they are right off. See, I don't need this normal bow nor this zombie flesh. But the rest of this stuff I'm going to keep because, you know, usefulness. Alright, so now that I've showed you that, let's get out of here and try out this rod. I can't believe I've waited this long to try this thing out. If this thing actually lets me fly the way I think it will, it's going to be really awesome. As a matter of fact, let's just see what happens. Now, it says in the book to hold it like I'm drawing a bow. And, wow. Okay, that's kind of cool. Now, as you can see, it has a damage bar that you can see as I'm using it. And when you hold the button, it raises that damage bar. Now, when the damage bar gets full, then it stops working. Okay, so this is really just a short-term kind of thing. But, whoops. Okay, but you can't take fall damage while the wand is recharging. So you can't really kill yourself. But this is a decent way to be able to go up short areas instead of towering. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. This will be helpful when it comes time to do some things. Although your movement while in the air is kind of abysmal, so we'll have to see about that. I really wish it would propel you forward as well, but that doesn't seem to be the case. But still, you know, hey, I can fly. Okay, can you fly? Alright, so yeah, and it uses up mana, of course, because everything uses up mana when it comes to Botania. So cool, let's store this thing aside. This is going to be useful for when we go into the nether here in a little bit. Hopefully, we'll be able to get up into some really good areas. Let's toss some of these mob drops aside for the moment, because we just don't need them with us. I am going to take a couple of these potions because, and I think I have a couple extras. Yeah, from where I was killing them earlier. We're going to take some of these with us because when you go to the nether, it's always a good idea to have extra potions. Let's see, Equips is going to get that. But before we go to the nether, there's still more things that we want to make. Okay? Excuse me again. Still getting over this cold. I'm almost all the way over it, so hopefully I'll be doing a lot better and won't be coughing in your ear as much. So apologies still. The Rod of the Skies is really cool. The Rod of the Seas is actually a pretty cool one. It's the Rune of Water, the twig, and the water bottle. It basically, anywhere you right-click with it, it puts a water source block, and you can also use it to refill your Petal Apothecary. I probably will make that, but I'm not going to do that right now. The Soul Scribe is actually kind of fun. It's basically specifically to kill Enderman with. It can never be repaired, so it actually will break down. But it tears through Enderman like they're butter, as it says right here. It basically is a Enderman killing thing. But yeah, it will not rename itself, refix itself. It doesn't repair itself. It doesn't re-something. Anyway, but so yeah, that's a really cool one. I might make that at some point, but I'm not really worried about it right now. The one thing that I did want to make, and where is it? Ah, the Mana Blaster. Okay, so the Mana Blaster is basically a way to transfer mana by hand. Okay? This may work out the way I want it to, and it may not. We'll have to see. I'm going to need to make a Rune of Mana, a Mana Diamond, and some TNT, but it's basically a mana gun. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Rune of Mana is... Ooh, okay, so we're going to need another one of those. Let's sleep through the night real quick, and we should be able to... No, we can't sleep through the night because these guys. Yes, I know there are monsters nearby. Now I'll rest. Thank you. All right, good. So let's see. Let me... You know what? Let me just see what we got. I'm going to need the mana steel. Well, you know, I should actually be able to do this. I'm going to need 5 mana steel and a pearl, a mana diamond, and some TNT. Let me get this stuff together real quick, and I'll be right back to make this thing. All right, we're back. We got this thing working so far. I had to go back in and get the living rock. By the way, I'm holding shift right now because... Oh, no, I don't have to hold shift. My magnet isn't on. But I have to hold shift to do that anyway. Whatever. I just got lost. Never mind. All right, cool. So we also need the mana diamond, and we're good to go. So the rune of mana, we've already made one of those, so I didn't figure you guys would worry about me making it without you guys being here. So let's see. It requires the diamond. No, it's the diamond, the TNT, and then that. Oh, yeah, and the rune of mana. And the rune of mana? Okay, what am I doing wrong? Oh, whoops. That's a redstone mana spreader. Okay, that's alright. I can do that too. I thought that was all the same things, but it's not. Alright, let's see. 6 of these, 1 of these, and 1 of these, and then 1 of these. Alright, good. So, yep, sorry about that. I completely thought I had that right, but whatever. We'll just make another mana spreader really quickly. Connected. Redstone mana spreader. Yay. Redstone mana spreader. Wood, wood. And there we go. All right, cool. So the mana blaster is actually really cool because basically I can hold it in my hand and I can say, I want more mana out of my inventory and into this. So I can just right click and it shoots a blast of mana out of my inventory, or out of my ring essentially. Let's see. Currently my ring is showing 296. I shoot that and now it is showing 297. Now that's not supposed to go up. Shoot 2 more. 297. Okay, this is not doing... Do I have to shoot it at a mana spreader? No, it shoots at this. That's odd. This is supposed to take mana from me, and it's still going up. Alright, let's take this out of here. We've got 298. Because it's supposed to be taking mana from me and putting it into that. And it's going up. Am I somehow doing this wrong? Or is this thing not working the way it says it does? Okay, well, that's okay. If it's not going to take my mana, I'm not going to argue. Along with the mana blaster, we're going to make... Let's see, mana manipulation. We are going to make a mana lens. Okay, and the basic mana lens is going to require glass pane and 4 mana steel and a glass pane. This actually will make a whole lot of sense in just a minute. Well, these are technically glass panes, so let's go ahead and... Well, actually, you know what? Let's just change these all back because there's no real need for them until I start building something new. Let's just chisel these back to normal. Glass panes, please. Thank you. Alright, and basically what we're going to do is make a basic mana lens. A basic mana lens really isn't anything special. It actually doesn't do anything by itself. But once we make one of them, then we can use that mana lens to convert it into a new type of mana lens. So let's make this real quick. And now, in the Lexica Botania, we're going to flip through and find a specific one. Let's see. Velocity, potency, resistance, efficiency, bounce, gravity, 4. Damaging lens. Requires a rune of wrath. Uh-oh. Rune of earth and a rune of winter. Oh, dear. Yeah, that's not going to work. The rune of winter is a little bit complicated. That being needing runes of earth, snow, and a cake. I don't have the stuff necessary to make that right now, so we're going to have to get back to that later. I really did not expect that. I thought it was something else. That's okay. Let's see. Magnetizing lens. No. Now, yeah, I think that's the one that does digging. Yeah. Alright, so, well, I was originally going to use this as a ranged weapon in the nether, but apparently that's not going to happen. But that's okay. We want to make, there's a couple other accessories that we really want to make, specifically in the baubles and accessories. I want to make the pyroclast pendant. As the pyroclast pendant shows, it says it absorbs low heat while worn. If you're caught on fire and is not directly standing in fire or lava, you will be extinguished. Okay, now to make that, I'm going to require a rune of fire and a rune of summer. Okay, the rune of fire requires nether warts and nether bricks, so that means we have to go to the nether to do this. And the rune of summer requires a rune of air, a rune of earth, and some other basic things. So we need to go to the nether so that we can get the pyroclast pendant, and that will make it safer to go to the nether. So we have to go to the nether to make it safer to go to the nether, if that makes any sense whatsoever. The other thing we want to make is the Sojourner's Sash. The Sojourner's Sash is going to make it so I can move faster, and that's going to be really awesome. Basically, faster walking speed. And that's going to require the Rune of Air, the Rune of Earth, and, well, actually, I think I could make that right now. As a matter of fact, I think I have extra Rune of Air from where I just made that. And the Rune of Earth is just going to require... Ooh, do I have any mushrooms? That is a good question. Growing stuff? No. Ah, good. Yeah, I've got plenty of mushrooms. Okay, well, before we go to the nether, let's go ahead and make the Sojourner's Sash. It's going to be a very useful thing to have. 1 piece of smooth stone, 3 mana steel, and a block of coal. Should be able to do that very easily, actually. Let's see. Smooth stone is going to be in the random blocks. And we're going to need 3 more mana steel. As you can tell, we go through a lot of mana steel. This is something that we're going to do a lot of. And it's starting to get dark, but you know what? I'm going to risk it just because. 1, 2, 3. And I've done it again, but that's okay. 1 of those. 3 of those. 1 of those. And 1 of those. 1 of these. Hello? Am I... No, I've got that right. Smooth stone, coal, 3 mana steel, and a mushroom. 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 Why won't the mushroom go in here? Okay. Let's see if I can try a different mushroom. How about one of these mushrooms? Please nothing blow me up while I'm trying this. I should have slept through the night, but I didn't because I'm silly. Why won't the mushroom go in there? I don't know. Let me see. Let me see if I can figure out what the deal is. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go sleep through the night, and then I'll try to figure out why this is. It's not working. All right, be right back. Okay, we're back. This is kind of silly, but mushrooms can't be placed in an area that is too bright. If there's too much light around, mushrooms can't be placed. And apparently the runic altar is considered placing the item. So I had to build this little this dirt overhang to make it so that the runic altar was not in direct light and therefore able to place that there. So as silly as that seems, that actually was the problem. So yeah, if you're having a problem with that, you should God, that's so weird. You should place something overhead of it or put it in a darker area. If I actually had torches around this, it actually would not work because I have torches around it. As silly as that is, but yes, it is actually the way it is. So if it was inside a house, you'd have to break the torches nearby to be able to place it. So yeah, Ruins of Earth, and I'll break that down later because stuff and reasons. All right, so let's see. One Sojourner Sash coming right up. We got that, and that. By the way, in case you're wondering, I slaughtered some cows recently. Yeah. They were walking around outside, so I killed them. Yay! Sojourner Sash. Equipable in the belt slot. So excellent. This is actually going to go in a different slot, so that way I can keep my other stuff on. Now, let's see. Here's me walking normally. You can see how fast I am. And then with this on, I now walk like I run. Actually, I think I'm even faster than I run. Now, if I run, I'm even faster than faster. So yay! Let's see something try to catch me in the nether now. So yes, this is going to be excellent. All right, so now that we have that together, we need to go so we can get the Pyroclast pendant, and that will make it so I won't be able to catch fire as much. And it will also be something that will go in the last slot on my Baubles inventory, so that'll be a good thing to have. So let me see, where do we want to build the nether portal? I think we will build the nether portal. You know what? Let's build it right here next to the mob spawn room. It'll be far enough away where we won't have to listen to it all the time. But, you know, it would probably actually be better if I were to build it down. Yeah, you know, whatever. Let's just see what happens. I gotta get used to moving this fast. Ah! Oh yeah, by the way, it also makes it so you can step up single block steps. I've forgotten about that until I just stepped up that single block step. And, you know. So yeah, running fast, and you don't even have to jump to step up these. So yeah, I've kind of forgot about that. I also kind of forgot that I need a flint and steel to light that nether portal, which, you know, is kind of a thing, right? You can't go through it until you actually start the portal. Let's see. Gems, dust, and dyes for a piece of flint. A piece of flint, not multiples, thank you. Let me put this mana lens away since it turned out to not be as useful, and we don't need that with us. And, of course, a piece of iron. It's flint and steel that you use iron for, go figure. And one flint and steel. Let's light this puppy up. Let there be nether! And it was bad. Okay, quick check before we go to the nether. Armor, check. Sword, check. Pickaxe, check. Bow, as in kind of crappy condition, but check. Extra arrows, check. Potions, just in case things go horribly wrong, check. Let's go ahead and put my ring of magnetization back on, keeping this in the side ground. I would bring a bucket of water with me if I thought it would do any good whatsoever, but it won't. So yes, we are otherwise good to go. You know, maybe there's one other thing. I wonder if I can make it. I don't think I can. Let's check real quick. I'm just curious. It's another accessory, but it's actually in the mystical items. The Hand of the Ender. The Hand of the Ender is basically a portable ender chest, essentially. Let's see. You need the mana pearl, 4 more leather, 2 obsidian, and the ender chest itself. I'm thinking that I can't make the ender chest without going to the nether first. And I would be right. It requires an Eye of the Ender. Okay, so we can't make that before we go, so let's just dive in here. Let's see. This is going to be terrifying. Please generate me somewhere nice. Come on, baby. Start me at a fortress. That would be awesome. And, like, inexplicably good. But I don't really, you know, expect that. Hello? Anytime now. There we go. Okay, we started on a soul sand, so that's not great. I don't like soul sand. We're towards the top. You know, it doesn't really matter where we started. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a basic safe room. What the? Thorns? Really? Alright. I don't see anything here. I don't see anything dangerous at the moment. Let me go ahead and build. Oh, at least, you know, when I'm on the soul sand with the Sojourner Sash, I actually have some speed to me. Let me go ahead and build myself a little hut of protection. Oh, I forgot a door. But yeah, I'm going to build the hut out of cobblestone so that we don't have to worry about anything destroying the portal. And we'll be back in just a minute to actually see what we might be able to see around here. I will not do any exploring until I get back on camera. We're just going to go in and out of the portal, getting stuff and building this house up. So be right back. Alrighty, we're back. Things are run a little long this episode. We're pretty much out of time. So we're going to run just a few minutes over because, you know, I hate the idea of leaving you guys on a cliffhanger. You don't want to, hey, look, we're in the nether. See you next time. No. So, yeah, this is just cobblestone for now. I will use chisel to fancy this up later. I just couldn't help myself but to put the screening in for the glass so I can see what's going on outside. But, yeah, I keep hearing a ghast out here, but I don't really know where that ghast might be. There's, yeah, these thorns are, yeah, no. Why am I still taking damage? Oh, does it hurt me to, oh, it hurts me to break them? Okay, well, that's new. Either way, we got a wisp over here from Thaumcraft. They can be really bad news and really hard to kill and annoying. Oh, or they could just immediately drop dead. Okay, well, I'm not going to argue with that. All right, let's see. What else have we got going on around here? Yeah, why am I... Okay, I don't know why I caught fire for no reason, but that's alright. By the way, I also forgot to mention that along with running fast and stepping up single blocks, you can also jump higher and not take that much fall damage from jumping that high. You can also stop yourself from stepping up single blocks by holding shift, and that makes you walk normal and not step up the blocks. So, yeah, having all this... Ah, there he is. Hey, buddy. Aww. Come on, I'm your friend. Give me a tear. Either way, well, you know, he's not going to bother me. I'm not going to bother him. We're out of time, so let's just go ahead and look around and see if there's anything worth noting around here. The map doesn't show anything amazing at the moment. But let's see if we can see... Nope, nothing there. Alright, well, it's looking like there's going to be not a whole lot to run with, especially since we're on soul sand. It's a horrible way to start out the nether. Standing on soul sand. Let's see. You know what? As long as we're standing here and nothing's attacking us, let's use the big map. What does the big map show us? Ah, the big map shows us that we have a fortress right here. Excellent. So that will be great. Other than that, wow, that's actually... Oh, wow, there's actually a fortress here, here, and here. I'm having just the greatest luck when it comes to generating stuff. Well, cool. I need to look around. I need to find some nether brick, which we can make from netherrack, which, by the way, with our awesome pickaxe that will never, ever go bad, is so simple to mine. However, you do need to be careful if you watch. I am mining this stuff really quickly, and that's good. But if you watch, my mana is draining amazingly fast. So if you're going to do this, be careful of your mana. You can actually very easily break your pickaxe here. Cool, nether quartz. That's always good to have. Ooh, dense nether quartz. I didn't know dense nether quartz existed. That's awesome. So cool, yeah. Get that. Oh god, there's telecreepers here too. Okay, you know what? Let's fly away. Whee! Except you can't actually like move in the air, but still very cool to be able to. Why did I take fall damage? Whichever. So yeah, we're good in the nether. In between episodes, I am probably going to explore around a little bit. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I should start next episode with me going to that fortress that it shows on the map. I think that would be a really good way to go. It said it was to the west. And you never know in the nether. I could die and lose everything. So, yeah, next episode, we're going to explore the nether. Between episodes, I'm going to go right around here and gather up some extra resources. That's what I'm going to do. And I might go, yeah, I'm going to go back and I'm going to stay at my mob farm for a little bit. And I'm going to try to get, well, no, fire protection really is what I want for now. Until I get the Pyroclast pendant. When I get the Pyroclast pendant, then I'll be able to re-enchant these things and get rid of the fire protection on all of these. And hopefully get some real protection. So, until next time, this is Jeronitis signing off on episode 6 of... You guys are really starting to annoy me. Yeah, hi. Can you... Yeah, not be here, because... In the nether, if you teleport me out into the middle of a lava lake, I'll be very upset. So, like, get lost. Anyway, Jeronitis signing off on episode 6 of Feed the Beast 1.7. Until next... Ah! Okay, forget it. Help spread the gaming. I need a pressure plate. Help spread the gaming.